I found this crazy meme combo deck online that looks like it might actually be good enough to win a few games of Pauper, so I'm gonna test it out against the Mythic Champion.
As usual, Jamin comes around with one of his new metagame ideas and I have to play guinea pig. So I brought what is now the gold standard of Pauper, Mono Blue Delver. And the goal is quite simple, right? You play some cards, put instant to your graveyard, then you play Delver for a quick clock, or some of the big heavy snakes that get cheaper by putting instants to your graveyard, and then counterspell the rest and win. All right, young man, show me what you got.
I brought a forest.
Okay.
It's your turn.
That is the secret tech of forest. I'll draw. I'll play an island. I not only have an island, I also have a Delver of Secrets.
Okay.
It's a 1/1, but is it really a 1/1? No, you're right. It's a 3/2 if I reveal an instant or sorcery in my upkeep.
All right, I have a response to that. Well, not a response. At the end of your turn, I'll discard Troll of Khazad-dûn, which lets me search my library for a swamp. I'll go into my turn. I will tap 2 to cast a Sakura Tribe Elder. Now that's a 2-mana 1/1 snake, which I can sacrifice to search my library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield, tapped.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In my upkeep, I will look at the top card of my library. I will decide to not show you. It might be an instant, but
you just didn't want to flip your Delver.
yeah, I want to keep the secret. I will offer you a trade. Now let me tell you a little secret. If your opponent plays a Sakura Tribe Elder, they don't want to block and trade. They want to get the land. And that means we want them to get the land as early as possible because we don't want them to block a 5/5 snake later in the game. I don't want to trade that Delver right now. In fact, I would be really sad and would probably be bad to lose that Delver, but Jamin doesn't know that, so we're gonna attack and make him sacrifice it right now.
I mean, I'll just take that trade, right? I'll block.
Damage?
No. Before damage happens, I will sacrifice my Tribe Builder to search my library for another basic. I'll get myself another swamp.
Okay, as expected. Very good. I will play a second island and another Delver of Secrets.
Man, why are you playing so many 1/1s?
Yeah, you're right. But this time they're not staying 1/1s because I play a Ponder. I look at the top 3 and I can put them back in any order or shuffle and draw a card. And this is exactly what I needed. Wow.
Wow, you just gave away that there's an instant or sorcery in your top 3.
Not only one, my friend. Not only one. Okay, we're putting him back like this. You can draw a card for it, and it's your turn.
Sure. Thoralf is tapped out right now, and it's very likely I already just win. All right, let's see what kind of turn it's gonna be. I do have a nice trick lined up. I'm gonna cast a Land Grant. Now, Land Grant has the nice line of text, if you have no land cards in hand, you may reveal your hand instead of paying Land Grant's mana cost. I'll reveal you my hand, and no worries, you don't need to read them right now. I'll explain them to you one by one in a moment. And I don't have any lands, so I get to search my library for a forest card and put it into my hand. Here's a forest card, here's my hand, and also I'm gonna activate another cycling ability, this time from Generous End. I get to discard it for 1 mana and search my library for yet another forest and put it into my hand. I'm gonna play that one actually. And then I'm gonna cast Songs of the Damned. Songs of the Damned is an instant that reads add 1 black for each creature in your graveyard. Currently, I have 3 creature cards in my graveyard. So now I have 3 black mana available. I'm gonna spend 2 of those 3 to cast a Balustrade Spy. Balustrade Spy has a very special ability. It's a 2/3 fire, but it also reads, when it enters the battlefield, target player reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a land card, then put those cards into their graveyard. I'm not gonna target you, it reads target player. So I reveal until I reveal any land. And let me tell you, I have 4 lands in play, 1 in my hand.
You certainly have about 5 more lands to go.
And 0 others left in my deck. There's not a land. No land. Now I put all of these cards into my graveyard.
Okay. So you played a 4 mana do nothing.
Oh, and I lose the game next turn. Luckily, remember those that black mana I still have left from earlier?
Yeah, you see it right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast another Songs of the Damned. Do you know
how much mana do you get now?
Let's count. 1, 2. It's a lot of mana.
Okay.
And in my graveyard, I have a card called Crawl from the Cellar. It's a 1-mana spell, but it also has flashback 4, which means I may cast this card from my graveyard for its flashback cost, and then I exile it. Which lets me return target creature from my graveyard to my hand and put a +1/+1 counter on the zombie I control.
Not even a zombie.
Not even a zombie in play.
What is this
one's
deck
a vampire.
building?
I'm gonna cast this for 4 of my black mana to return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand, which is a Lotleth Giant. Lotleth Giant, which I'm gonna cast straight away for 7 mana. This one actually is a zombie, but it also has the ability, when it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target opponent for each creature card in my graveyard.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
That spells a game 2, I heard.
Wow. I had 2 1/1s.
Game 1 was smooth, but now the jig is kind of up, so Thoralf will likely keep up counter spells. That's why I'm siding in a bunch of dispels and 1 island to actually cast them, to protect my combo.
We want to sideboard, but we don't have anything. Normally, you would attack those decks by removing their graveyard, but we also want to use the graveyard. We do want to get rid of some of the sorcery removal spells, and we have gut shots, so they're kind of a damage and a free instant in our graveyard, so yay. Okay, my friend, that was not bad at all.
Oh, I found it, lovely.
Wow.
My opening hand is quite good. I have a Spy and another Dimir House Guard, which basically acts like a second Spy. My only concern is that if Thoralf keeps up a counterspell from turn 1 on, I never have a land because land grant has to resolve for me to get a land.
This hand looks amazing. We have a quick clock and some counterspells, and this time we're not just gonna tap out. No, we're gonna wait for Jamin to do something, and I don't think it's gonna be enough. Well, let's try this one. I will play an island and a Delver of Secrets.
All right, we know that one. I'm glad you tapped out again. I'm gonna cast Land Grant.
Oh, I love seeing my opponent's hand.
I don't have anything.
Wait, you kept a 0 lander?
I mean, there's Land Grant.
The youth nowadays.
So these are revealed, and I'm gonna go search for a forest, which I'm gonna play straight away, and also cast Many Partings. Many Partings is a 1-mana sorcery that lets me search my library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into my hand, and then create a food token.
That's very good.
What goes better with food than an island? I'll put it into my hand, get the food, and it's your turn.
So, looking at your hand, which I'm allowed to do, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 basics. So basically you have all the basics in your hand. Okay, I will untap and look at the top card of my library. It is indeed an instant or sorcery. I will show that to you.
A gut shot.
But actually, I don't want it. So I will, before I draw a card, mental note, I will put the top 2 cards of my library into my graveyard and draw a fresh card. And then I will draw a card for a turn. I will play a land. Even though this one just flipped, I can't attack with it because it's the same card. And I'm very happy. So it's your turn.
All right, you're very happy, huh?
Very happy.
I will cast a Sagu Wildling. However, it costs 5 mana. That's too bad. I'll cast its adventure, or rather the omen side of things, which lets me search my library for a basic land, put it into my hand, and then shuffle my library, and then the dragon shuffles itself back into my deck.
Hold on.
No, you wouldn't.
Is it a non-creature spell?
It is a non-creature spell.
Do you have 1 or less mana at your disposal right now?
Yes.
I will spell pierce it.
Okay.
I've learned that you kind of really want your lands, huh? Do you have lands?
I do. I have another island in hand.
Oh, an island.
An island. Go ahead.
Why do you have an island? I didn't see it last game.
It's a secret. I got it.
You found the secret island? It's like Lost all over again.
Yeah.
I will draw. I will attack you. And then in my second main phase, I will Thought Scour myself.
Okay.
So that means, again, like Mental Note, I will put the top 2 cards from my library into my graveyard. Oh, 2 spells. Now let me do a quick spell count. 6.
Wow, that was quick.
That means this Cryptic Serpent costs 6 less to cast because it costs 1 for each instant and or sorcery in my graveyard, and it's a 6/5. Now, I know last time I said I passed the turn and I'm pretty sure I won't be dead. I'm pretty sure this time you can't really kill me. I mean, I saw your hand.
It's gonna be tough this time, but I'm still gonna cycle my Troll of Khazad-dûm for a swamp. Put that one into my hand, and then I'm gonna take my turn. Okay, it's time to spin the wheels. I'm gonna cast Elven Farsight. Elven Farsight is another 1-mana sorcery. This one doesn't search for a basic. Instead, it scries 3. Let me do that right now. Scry 3. Then I may reveal the top card of my library. If it's a creature card, I draw a card. I'm gonna put all of them on the bottom.
All of them?
There might not have been a creature among. I'm gonna reveal the top card of my library, and it's a creature! That generous and goes into my hand.
Very generous.
Very generous. Because it's so generous, I'm gonna land cycle it immediately.
Okay.
I even know where I can find a forest. Right at the bottom of my library. I'm gonna put that into my hand, play it out, and cast another Elven Farsight. Let's see if I can
your creature count is
hit a creature this time. All right, this time I'm gonna put 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top, and then let's see if I get lucky. Oh, it's another generous ad. How lucky. Put that one there. And then that already concludes my turn.
I have to say I'm not that much impressed now.
You're down 0-1, you're down again.
I know. I get it's a bit rich, but I mean, you're getting attacked for 9.
Yeah, and I'm on 14, so I can easily take that.
Go. I mean,
go.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I don't have the benefit of you tapping out this time. Let's see if you got it. I'm gonna cast a Balustrade Spot.
I got it. It's gone.
I'll pass the turn.
Life total?
5.
Untap, attack.
Game 3. For game 3, I'm gonna go for the very long grindy game. Well, long if you consider this deck and all. V2 Ghazi Inspector should help keep me alive a bit longer, and some removal spells can also relieve some of the pressure from Thoralf's creatures.
That hand looks horrible. I mean, we have expensive creatures and we can't make them cheaper. It has to go away. We need to find the pressure.
Once again, this hand is very reliant on land grant to find me that very first forest of the game, but I'm on the play this time, so I can just cast it on turn 1, and otherwise this hand has everything I need.
This hand doesn't look much better, but we do have a ponder, so maybe we get on the board early, and we can't really allow to get to 5 anyway, so now we just keep that hand and put our fate into the hands of the magic gods.
All right, I'm gonna play a swamp, and with that swamp played, I'm gonna cast a land grant, because look at me. Poor me, I don't have any lands in my hand.
Look at this.
So I'm gonna look for a forest and put it into my hand. I'm not gonna play it this turn, because I already played my swamp, and I'm gonna pass the turn.
And no duress.
No, I'd rather keep that one. That's a special surprise for later.
Okay. I play an island, and I cast a ponder. Unfortunately, not a Delver of Secrets.
No Delver this time.
No, but I can promise you there is Delver in your future.
In my future?
Which is also my future.
In our
Together.
future. Okay.
I will put it back like this and draw a card. You go.
Well, not quite yet. I'm gonna discard this Troll of Khazad-dûm and get myself a swamp. And then I will untap with my swamp in hand, play the forest you know from last turn, and cast a Sakura Tribuilder.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. I'll play an island and a Delver of Secrets.
Oh, finally, he arrived to the party.
I dare you to attack. I will block. I will notify you right now. I think.
Okay, yeah. This is my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, no need to block. I'll sack my Tribuilder. I'll get myself yet another forest. Move into my turn. I've decided now is the time to cast this duress.
Even though I'm fairly sure that Jamin will take the counterspell, because that's the single best card I have in my deck against his strategy, I really do need that third land, and I want to land cycle, because when in Magic your opponent has an option, you want to deny that option. I will in response cycle for an island.
Short on lands, huh?
Well, at least enough, and then I show you my cards.
Thoralf's hand is kind of scary, but taking the counterspell out of there is already big game, because that's kind of the way for Thoralf to interact with my spy combo. That counterspell has to go. That counterspell has to go.
I figured.
All that talk about searching for lands, I'll do the same. I'll cast a Many Partings, getting me both a food token and an island, which I will put into my hand. The food token remains on the battlefield, however. I'll play that swamp you saw earlier and cast a V2 Ghazi Inspector. Now that's
What is this?
Funky card. It's an elf detective, as elves usually are.
Yes.
And as an additional cost to cast it, I may collect evidence 6, which means I exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater from my graveyard. In this case, it's only the troll. That alone already costs 6. And if I do, it becomes a 2/4 with reach, ready to block your Delver. And also I gain 2 life.
What? Okay.
And then that's your turn.
My plans kind of go through the window. Upkeep. I will have a look. That's unfortunate. Many people don't know that Delver doesn't need you to show the card if you don't want to. You may show the card, and that 2/4 reach is basically impenetrable. So I'm gonna use the Delver as a little scrying tool. I look at the card, even though if it's a spell, I won't reveal it, because maybe, just maybe, I find cards like Mental Note or Thought Scour, and I do not want to draw a bad card. I can look before I draw and then cast those spells, giving me a slight advantage. And in Magic, slight advantages do add up. I will draw.
No spell?
No spell. I will start my turn with a Thought Scour on
Me. Oh.
No. I need the spells. Island, Ponder, and I draw this one. And now, oh, look at my spell count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna play an island and then cast a snake. And this one, you won't block.
I mean, maybe once.
Maybe once. Fair enough. Go.
My turn. I will untap. I will draw. I guess first I'll play my island. And then I will use the Transmute ability of Dimir Houseguard.
Wow, that's deep.
Transmute. 3 mana, discard this card. Search your library for a card with the same converted mana cost as this card, reveal it and put it into your hand. Play only as a sorcery. So I discarded this Dimir Houseguard, which costs 4 mana. And I'm gonna search for another card that also costs 4 mana. A Balustrade Spy.
How convenient that they both cost 4 mana.
I won't attack, but I will cast a Conjurer's Bubble.
Ooh, okay.
Conjurer's Bubble is a 1 mana artifact that I can tap and sacrifice to put up to 1 card from my graveyard below my deck and then draw a card. Go ahead.
Upkeep. This Delver is not doing any good. Sometimes you're just very unlucky. You know what's really also unlucky? You're getting attack with this.
Okay. Take 6.
And did you?
Okay. I will
finally do something relevant.
Look at how much you squirmed in front of the V2 Ghazi Inspector. I saw you squiggle because you were so uncomfortable with that 2/4 reach. Yeah. Something that's relevant.
I squiggled and squirmed.
That being said, I'll do something irrelevant. I'm gonna cycle this generous end for another forest. And I'll play that forest. And then I'll do something very relevant. I will cast a Balustrade Spy.
That's a good card, right?
I would say so.
And you even tutored for it.
I did?
I'm gonna say this one. Usually when your opponent tutors for a card and then plays it and their deck kind of mills the whole... You have 6 lands now?
I have 6 lands.
Yeah, I will counter it. It's fine. Get away.
It's countered. Yeah, I still won't attack. It's your turn.
Upkeep, Delver. And this time I did find something.
Wow, lucky.
I will cast the Brainstorm I just drew.
Yeah.
And then hopefully find something relevant. And indeed, we found something relevant. I will put those back. And you know what? I didn't cast this card yet, but I think now it's really good. It's supposed to be good against creatures, but you have a creature. So I'm gonna tap it, and it doesn't untap during next turn.
Okay.
So now, if I do my basic math, you have 16 life, and I have 2 times 9 damage, which is...
more than 16.
You're good at this math thing as well. Attack.
All right, take 9.
I will play my land for turn, and I don't know what you can do, but I'm eager to find out. So it's your turn.
I feel like my turn depends very much on what you brainstormed into and what I draw. Okay, well,
I have 2 counter spells. This is...
How about a second Balustrade Spy?
Okay, that will resolve.
Okay, we're getting there. So, let's do the same trick again.
No
This time I had 6 land.
Yes.
All right. So that's all in my graveyard.
And pass?
No, I don't think so.
But if you play a song now, then you just die.
Instead, I'll activate my Conjurer's Bubble, which lets me put any card on the bottom of my library, like this, and then draw a card.
So it's a basic demonic tutor that draws a card. Yeah?
I will play my card that I put on the bottom of my library. It's a duress. How about you reveal your hand and I pick a non-land card, non-creature card from it.
I've noticed you only have 1 mana, so I would like you to pay 2 more.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
And then, so this is the final check I have. In this graveyard somewhere, I know, there it is, a Cauldron Familiar.
Okay.
Cauldron Familiar is a 1/1 cat that when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life, but more importantly, I can sacrifice a food to return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. I will sacrifice my food here to return it.
We both lose and gain a life?
Yes.
Okay.
And now I have another spell in my graveyard called Dread Return, which has flashback, sacrifice 3 creatures. I can cast it from my graveyard by sacrificing 3 of my creatures. I'll sacrifice these creatures to try and return my Lotleth Giant from the graveyard to the battlefield.
So when the Lotleth Giant resolves, you win instantly, right?
I do.
I will counter an instant spell.
That's not an instant. That's not what qualifies as an instant. This is a sorcery. Lotless Giant enters the battlefield, and that's a lot of damage.
Nice deck, cool. Wow. I didn't think a deck with only 5 lands wins. Only 5
I mean,
lands.
six after boarding, but yeah, 5 or 6 lands. You just play so many things that get them.
Yeah.